Hello everyone, my name is Vicki and I'm the Education Coordinator here at the Saskatchewan Sports Hall of Fame. In these series of experiments that we're posting, we're really trying to show the correlation between STEM and sports, so science, technology, engineering, and math. And I'm currently standing in our brand new STEM gallery that was sponsored by SaskTel. So we want to thank them so much for sponsoring this so we can show you all how all of those things correlate, that there's so much science, technology, engineering, and math in sport that we don't even realize that we're watching, we're doing, we're seeing, okay? So today we're gonna deal with a couple of basketballs here, and we're gonna see how inflation in the balls, how high they're inflated, affects their motion or their bouncing ability. So this green basketball, you can see, is nice and firm. It's between 7 to 9 pounds is what they say that you should have it inflated to, and this one's really good. This one, not so much. This one I've left a little bit flat, so you can see that I can actually push it in. Okay, and even when you look at them side by side, one appears smaller because it's not inflated as much as the other, okay? So we're going to ask ourselves, if I drop these, which one is going to bounce back up higher? Make that prediction in your mind. I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to figure it out. In our STEM gallery, we do have 4 different stop signs that kind of show different experiments. So this one is our science STEM challenge activity 1, and we're going to drop them and we're going to figure out which one bounces higher. You guys have made your predictions, you've made your guesses. Hopefully you've written it down so that you know what you said before, and you can prove it to everybody else that you were right. It all has to do with a couple of different laws, okay? So Newton's third law and Boyle's law. So if you don't know what those are, maybe you should look them up. But we're going to talk about it a little bit more. First, let's actually try it. Let's drop these 2 and see which one bounces back higher. Remember, the green one's the one that's inflated the most. The red one, not so much, okay? So I'm gonna use our little line over here. I'm gonna drop them both at the same level. Hopefully you can see them both there. And see which one drops back up. So I'll try and do it at the same height here and let them go at the same time, which might be tricky, but I'm gonna do it, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Which one bounced higher? I think you saw the green one, right? Let's try it again. Let's put the green one over on this side. Maybe that makes a difference. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. We can see that the green one did bounce higher. This was the one with the most inflation. Why? Why did that happen? Why did it bounce higher than the one with less air in it? Does it have to do with the air? Well, it has to do what's happening actually inside the air, okay? So air is made up, the gas, air, is made up of a lot of different types of gases, okay? And we know that those gases are made up of molecules, and molecules are moving always, okay? The more pressure that it has inside, the faster those molecules are gonna go, okay? So that is actually Boyle's law, which describes how pressure of gas tends to increase as the volume of the container decreases, okay? So you're putting more and more in, it's going faster and faster, and so it's going to bounce a little higher. Now, lots of different investigations you can do into why one, like, remember I said that it was 7 to 9 pounds of air pressure is what's recommended for a basketball. Why? How did they come up with that number? How does it affect it? So there's a lot of different investigation you can do even further into why they are they made of certain types of material? Why is a football made how it is? Okay, some are meant to bounce, some are meant to throw. Investigate that a little further. What's going on with the balls? Now, a few years ago, there was a big controversy in the National Football League with a football team and a team and a quarterback who, in a very important game, were accused of not inflating their balls enough. Why is that such a thing? Well, I brought a couple of footballs to kind of show you. They're both identical. One of them is inflated really hard, and if you can see my hand, if I bring it, like, I can barely push that in, like, that's hard. I really am straining to get my arm around it. If I take the other one that's got a little bit less air in it, it's much easier for me to put my hand around, and my thumb, I can actually indent a little bit so I can grip it a little tighter. So that's why inflation is so important. So if one team, one quarterback has the advantage to maybe grip his football a little bit better, there may be an advantage. Now, there was a lot of investigation into that, Deflategate, as they called it. The team was actually fined $1 million and the quarterback suspended for 4 games. So it's something that's very important, and there are regulations in professional sports to make sure that all the balls are inflated to the right measurement so that nobody has an advantage over the other. So investigate that a little further too. It's actually quite interesting. So thank you for being with me today. Check back for more STEM experiments, and I'll keep adding as I find some cool facts to show you.